Hey guys, it's Gene. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be testing out beverage coolers. We've got 3 brands of stainless steel double wall insulated coolers. We're going to test the Thermos brand and the Epic chiller against the standard, I guess you'd say, the Yeti beverage cooler, the cold stir. And we've got the Epic and the Yeti. Very similar design on these two. Very similar size, weight. Seems like they both operate same way. You got to screw the top off, drop your can in there, screw the top on. It's really giving a good seal. These two are so similar. And you know, the Yeti, I got at a local sporting goods store for $29.99 plus tax. I bought this Epic on Amazon for around $20, and I got this Thermos online for $11. The one thing I've noticed about the Thermos, it's a lot different. It's much slimmer profile than either of these two, and you can just slide the can in. It's got a little bit of a rubbery top here. Get just a little bit of play, but you can feel a good suction on the can. So what we're going to do, we're going to get 3 drinks. We're going to measure the temperature. We're going to let them sit, and we're going to see if these two bargain beverage coolers are going to be able to compete with the Yeti Rambler. But I mean, these two, the Epic and the Yeti, are just so close to each other. Really like this, you know, the quality on all 3 of these. I mean, the Thermos is very slender, a little bit lighter. These two comparable in weight. So let's grab some beverages and see how it goes. Alright guys, we got 3 frosty beverages. Got the Yeti, the Thermos, and the Epic. They're so similar, I think I'm getting them mixed up already. The Yeti actually says Yeti on the side. The cap on the Epic, a little less glossy than the Yeti. The Yeti is a little bit more polished overall, but I kind of like the matte finish on the Epic. Very nice. And then we got the Thermos. Then we're going to open one drink and just kind of let it sit here. Let's crack them all open. And I got this digital thermometer. Let's check the temperature. I think all of these are gonna, you know, be very good for keeping your beverages cold. You're outside playing games, playing some cornhole, having a few beers. This is definitely going to keep your beer or your cola nice and frosty. Let's see what we're getting here. I'm getting 43.5 straight out of the fridge. So getting very similar. So it's right around 42.9 to 43. Very close. They're not within tenths of degrees. So we're going to say 43 degrees on these. Let's let these sit an hour. The ambient temperature, I'm indoors right now, is probably around 71 degrees. So we'll let these sit for an hour and see how it does. I think that's a pretty good real world test because most likely you're outside having some beverages. You're probably going to drink them a lot faster than in an hour. So I noticed the Epic chiller doesn't seem to have any claims of time on it. The Thermos does have a little label that says 3 hours, but we'll get a pretty good idea in this little test. If I had beer in here, they definitely wouldn't last an hour. So I think an hour will give us a pretty good baseline to see, that there's a difference in each one, and we'll see which one does the best. All right, guys, we are back. It's been a little over an hour. Let's turn on the thermometer and test these drinks out. Here's the control. Just been sitting here for an hour, and the temperature is going up significantly from the original temperature. Let's see what we get. This thing's a little bit slow. Still not too bad. Okay, we're at 54 degrees. Let's go to the Thermos brand beverage cooler. .5 for the Thermos. Let's go to the Yeti. Wow, it's actually going up. .4. And let's go to the Epic chiller. .47.3. Let's get back around and double check them. Yep, went back to the Yeti's going down slightly. So the Yeti's definitely cooler than the Epic. Now it's saying 45.6. Go back to the Thermos. The Thermos is saying 45.8 right now. So the Thermos has really done a great job. The Yeti's went up to 46.0, 46.2. I mean, this is maybe not the most accurate, but we're seeing kind of a trend here that the Thermos brand is slightly cooler. 46.4 again, and one more time in the Epic. .5. So the Yeti Rambler, pardon me, the Yeti Rambler Coldster and the Epic Chiller, they really are extremely close. And the Thermos, which by the looks of it being like a lot slimmer and not having that screw-on seal, is actually working better. I mean, it's just every time I stick it in there, the temperature goes down lower. So I'm kind of amazed that the little Thermos actually seems to have won this little competition. Pretty awesome. One thing I'm going to give the Thermos credit for is if you're, grabbing another drink, you just have to pull it out. No unscrewing, just a real quick pull, and you can toss another one in there. With the Epic and the Yeti, you're locked in there, so you're going to have to unscrew to, change beverages, which is not a big deal, but this is pretty convenient, just tossing the empty, slapping another one in there, and popping the top. So pretty impressed with this, and I'm also impressed with I'd say the ergonomics of it. It's a little bit slimmer, feels good in the hand, and quite a bit lighter. And these two, ergonomically are pretty much the same. If you look at these lids and lips and the seams, I mean, these could probably be made in the same plant and just stamped with a different name. The one thing that the Yeti has is just a slightly more glossy finish. The Epic Chiller is just slightly more matte, but they're both embossed with their names. So really pretty cool. One thing I'm going to give to Yeti is that it came with this little can, and inside's a little mini catalog of Yeti products and a sticker. But you can save this little can. It's pretty nice quality to hide some stuff in. So I guess it adds a little value if you want this little can to stash some stuff in. Pretty neat. Some people might not have any use for it, but I still think it's cool. Throw some change or something in there, or whatever you want. But looks like we pretty much have a good 10-degree difference, basically, from the one that's been sitting on the counter an hour, and that's fairly significant. Do a little taste test. That's not bad at 50-something degrees. It's a cola. A beer may not taste so good. But this one that's been in the cooler definitely has an edge. I mean, you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference when you drink the beverage. So, I think any one of these would be perfectly acceptable for being outdoors having a drink, or in your car, or boating, or whatever activity you're participating in. But it does seem like the Thermos, you can find these online. I think this one came from like Bed Bath and Beyond or something, and was significantly cheaper. I think I paid $11 or something. And some shipping. So I may have had about $15 in this one. And this one's $29.99. And I had to pay some tax. Bought it in my local sporting store, and I bought this Epic on Amazon, I think for just under $20, and the shipping was free, because I'm a Prime member or whatever. So worked out that you can have a nice drink cooler on a budget, and looks like Thermos is the winner. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for future videos and subscribe. This particular channel is just getting started. I'm going to have all kinds of content on all kinds of just whatever activities, comparisons, reviews. Who knows? It's a variety channel, so anything could pop up on here. Maybe even some pretty hilarious stuff. But definitely going to show you guys anything that I get, that I purchase, and give you my opinion on those items, so that the consumer can compare. This might help you and save you some money. That if you're just looking for a good drink cooler, that this Thermos one's really fantastic if you can find it. But I couldn't find it in my local store, so I'd say it's the only disadvantage, is that I had to order this in just, a few days it came. The Yetis are very popular in almost every sporting store. Your bigger sporting goods chain stores are going to have those right there on the shelf. So that's a big advantage for it, that you can just go to town and grab one. These I had to order. But the savings, if you can wait a week, it's worth it to save a few bucks. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe and check me out for some more.